Right now we have this event Echo Sleepless, and we have one boss fight that is, well, let's say it's pretty difficult, especially for the people like me who didn't actually was playing that much in the season 1. And I'm going to show you the lineup, how you can build your personal lineup, because the things you see that other people defeat the specific dragon may not actually apply to you, and I will explain why. When you go in the battle, okay, maybe I'm going to explain a little later about this because we have to go there. Just quick things about and quick tips about this specific dragon. First of all, his skills, we can go over his skills. I don't know if you guys already check it, but I'm going to give you some tips. Sammaster and his take 50% additional damage when Amnister is deployed. Now, if you have Amnister, Aumar is going to greatly boost the damage on this dragon. So if you have him and you're still thinking how to build your team just by deploying this hero in this fight against Sammaster, is going to provide you with huge boost, 50% additional damage. For each debuff on Sammaster, he takes 10% additional damage. And here is the key. Here is one of the keys for killing this boss. You just need a lot of heroes with a lot of debuffs. But we're going to talk about also about the skills, since yeah, when you see a hero that have like 60% or 75% chance to apply specific skill, that means he's going to miss one every 4 times. But we're going to go there. So definitely try to involve heroes that actually have huge amount of debuffs. Quick simple example about this is actually, for example, Sigrid. Sigrid is having healing prohibition and also attack penalty, and having attack penalty is crucial in this fight. So you can just get one Sigrid and is going to help you by a lot with this healing prohibition that is going to increase 10% additional damage, and of course the attack penalty is also going to give you additional 10% damage. So jumping over the next skills is this one here. That this is spells. The whole boss spells, if I remember correctly, is something that you cannot avoid. So any strange lineups you create might actually not affect any of the damage. So it's going to hit the whole map. The Gauntlet let out a howl, dealing necrotic damage to all enemies and inflicting fear. Normally this is on the WAS stage, this fear, for 5 seconds when the on the enemies who HP is below 50%. So having good healers here is going to definitely support you. Something like Garius in as a tank, and in the same time having one more healer, so both of them do some healers, some healing and tanking, but at the same time you can go with one healer and somebody with the shields. That's why the Amnister Aumar is absolutely insane here. Just this battle is built for him, I mean, period. So not much you can do, just heal your troops, heal your heroes so they can get less damage. The Draconic deals necrotic damage to enemies and remove their shields. Yeah, this is, I think, in the middle spell the dragon actually have. So it's going to take remove all the shields, but those shields anyway drop by when you fight with this dragon. I try with the shields. I make my hero Frost, and he's providing with the shields. But yeah, I never get the shields removed before they actually expire from the damage or things like this. So this is, yeah, the shields. Now this is one of the important spells. Deals multi-hit necrotic damage to all enemies. This skill deals 50% additional damage when Sammaster is not affected with any debuffs. That's why for this boss is a crucial importance, the debuffs. Absolutely important thing and must-have thing on the boss. So you can at least reduce the damage from this boss. You can use also attack penalty, and this is going to extra reduce the damage from the boss, because this is actually the main weapon of the boss. He get also stacks that is going to increase his damage, but we're going to go there. Immune to all control effects from time to time. Total damage bonus increase 20% of the damage dealt by every stack. This effect is unstoppable, undispellable, and permanent. So yeah, every time he charge up, he's going to get one of these stacks. So it's actually, you have 10 minutes fight, but in general is running to kill the boss before he actually get enough stacks to kill you. So this so far for the spells. I mean, I think most of you guys already checked the skills. He's 150. Now, important thing here is none of your heroes actually have any items, any gear. So if we go to the challenge, we're going to see right now I use this combo, but I can definitely change it. Now, huge tip how to build your lineup. This is very important, so please pay attention. Now, some of the heroes here is going to do massive damage for X Ryzen. I don't know why these heroes are actually doing far more greater damage from the other heroes. And I'm going to give you one example. For example, what was the name? The Carl and Eric, both of them is going to do absolutely insane damage, but in the same time, if I put any other hero that I also expect to do huge damage, for example, Sigrid. Sigrid is not going to provide you with big damage. You have to keep this in mind. She's not going to do big damage, but she's going to apply some debuffs. And where is my Sigrid? Anyway, here she is. She's not going to do damage. Also, there is many other heroes that my main teams, my main building is around these heroes. And one more important thing, you have to first check which heroes is going to do the damage here. So I'm going to show you some of the heroes that is going to do damage. As you can see right now, this is the heroes I'm using. I'm going to show you one by one which hero I actually decide to go with. One is this one that is going to give me some defense up, increasing the defense and also recovery over time. This is for increasing the survivability, very important in my opinion. Spell, since even that the boss is getting stuck slowly, to actually go all the way to the last phase, you're going to actually get a lot of stacks on the way. So yeah, I use also this one. She's also giving control, immunity, damage taken reduction. So with defense up, damage taken reduction is something like also doing pretty decent damage, necrotic damage to the enemy within the range, and get these extra buffs. Absolutely great. But if I start the fight, this is one of my tries right now to actually build a better combo that is going to bring me the 8 million target. Here we have some damage from Zagrok. I think that was the name of this guy. I always forget his name. Zagwok? Zarwot. Oh my god. Who gave you this name? Anyway, so I'm going to start just to explain you what I mean by that. And right now, from the damage, you're going to see that my main hero and Karf is going to do the big damage. Even though this lady here, that is tank, is having 740 damage, she is basically not doing that much damage. Also, one of the heroes that I strongly use in any place, Zahrok, is still not doing damage. And as you can see, the Karov is far away in the damage. It's like, I don't know, like 6 times better damage from the third one. And my main hero, since he's on Frost, also provided with some shields and stuff like this, she's 2 times less from the Karov. But in general, some of the heroes, for some reason, is doing absolutely insane amount of damage. So you have to keep this on mind. Here you can see that this stacks vulnerability, 2 stacks, that means 20% more, but at the same time, total damage bonus for the boss right now is 60%, and I apply a lot of debuffs that is going to boost this vulnerability. All of my heroes is getting some extra recovery, defense up, and all these things. But yeah, the main point here is I'm going to stop this battle just because, as you, yeah, continue. As you can see, Kauf is doing the main damage. If I put Eric is also going to do the big damage. So you have to know which heroes is actually doing your main damage, and you're going to be surprised from some of the heroes that is doing some damage. Now if I replace Zagrok with one other hero, just let me find where this guy was. This one is going to do a lot of damage also. Now right now I don't have this Captain Aura, but he's going to do close to the same damage as Karl with this tiny dragon here. Both of them is going to be close to the same place. As you can see, both of them are on top of the DPS. Even though my main hero is trying to get something, still she is going to be far behind in the damage. And yeah, some of the heroes just do a lot of damage. I don't know why. Some of the heroes are doing a lot of damage. It's not gear related, since none of these heroes actually have any type of gear. So you have to find and pick up some of the heroes that is going to help you. And for example, in combination like this, you're going to be very hard for the boss to actually bring you below 50% to do extra 50% damage. And there is always the buff, so he's not going to, especially if you have a fire guy or poison guy, there is always going to be a debuff on the boss, so he's not going to do this extra 50% damage with his wasp spell, which is this one, if it's not affected with any debuffs. So yeah, this is one of the things, but maybe the most important thing, and the thing that is going to actually build your lineup, and this is strongly for you. I mean, we're not having same heroes, we're not having same levels, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. And this is maybe the starting point for creating your specific lineup, because the things you see from the other people that they already made it is not going to apply with 100% to you. And what I mean by that, we have a heroes here. For example, this is my main hero. We don't have any gear, but there is something very specific here. My main hero is having his spell, her spell. And here is level 5 icy armor. So this is very important when you build your lineup. All of these spells is actually applying is a 100% chance to inflict speed penalty. This is extra debuff from your hero, and it's going to be maybe 75%. No, it's just 100%. So this is one of the things. Now if I get other hero, for example this one, Vitsana, her spells is level 1, and here the poison, each time the marker empty is infected with poison, a toxic blast trigger dealing some blah blah blah. Okay, but how what is the percentage she actually applied this debuff? With a 75% chance to inflict one stack of poison when she triggered this spell here. So every, I don't know how many seconds is going to be casted this triple shot, you're going to apply poison, but with 75%. Now jumping on the other heroes, maybe I'm going to get this one, that is burn. Still here, an enemy infected with the burn, 75% chance to inflict one stack of burn. Going further, I mean, I think some of the people start getting the idea. Here I have Voresh. Voresh is fully leveled up all his skills, and here is 75% chance, but since the level is level 5, it's going to be 100% chance. So I can count on this hero. Every time he fire up, he's going to apply this debuff, this buff prohibition. This is going to be crucial for your team to know which heroes is going to be 100% chance applying the debuff. And the more time is debuff, for example, poison is for 15 seconds, I think burn is also for 15 seconds, if I remember correctly. No, it's for 10 seconds. Maybe carve burn. Yeah, it's for 10 seconds. The poison is for 15 seconds. Yeah, it's for 15 seconds. So it's very important when you build your lineup to actually know which heroes you already invest, because none of these heroes is going to have any gear. So you have to count on the spells those heroes actually have. And if those heroes don't have 100% chance to apply the debuff, you're going to struggle by a lot. And even though here deals 304 close to 400% necrotic damage with enemy, with 75% chance to inflict a recharging speed penalty for 5 seconds. But if this spell was level 3, it's going to be 100% chance, and you're going to apply a second debuff on the boss. This is very important when you build your team. It's not like you see all of your heroes here is level 100. This actually means nothing. You need the heroes that you already invest in, that is having their skills leveled up, and to use those heroes. For example, I use this one, but I have never used it. It's level 1. And yeah, for example, in my case, maybe I should go, for example, this one. I invest in the Irina, and Irina is going to apply 100% chance attack penalty. Also, this one is not giving nothing, but is having 100% chance to apply the debuff. And absolutely same for the Sigrid. Is going to have 100% chance to inflict healing prohibition and attack penalty for 10 seconds. This is maybe the most important thing that you're going to actually need to know when you build your lineup. Which heroes you already invest in, and just use those type of heroes. That is going to apply a lot of debuff, increasing the damage over the boss. So like this, you can go to maybe 50 or 60% more damage. And by having this damage on the boss is not actually going to hit you with 50% more damage when he casts his spell. This is very important when you build your team. And again, some of the heroes is going to do absolutely insane amount of damage. And I'm going to show you this one. I'm going to put this one here. This one also supposed to do some damage and have recharging speed penalty 75%. If this was level 3 is going, or 4 is going to be 100%. This is absolutely insane how the things actually change. And here, even here, this hero here have 85% chance, but still is not 100% chance. And I think this hero here is absolutely great since it's close to 100%. So even if you didn't invest in this hero, it's going to put recharging speed penalty for 10 seconds. This is most of the times is, as we can see here, is just 5 seconds. Here is actually 10 seconds. And healing reduction for 5 seconds, 75% chance. If it's level 4, is going to be 100% chance. So when you build your lineup, at least try to get a heroes with huge percentage. And this is example, Eggheads. Eggheads have 85% chance. And try to get the heroes that is going to do massive damage on the boss. And I'm going to, of course, show you one combination that I saw already some people are using, and this is Hexandra is going to be here, and I'm going to remove my cow, and as you can see, everything here is poison. Poison party. We're going to get this 18%, and this guy here is doing massive damage. Believe me, he's doing massive damage. And here is going to have a lot of stacks of poison, so, and recharge speed, and some maybe healing prohibition. I don't remember if some of the heroes here actually have some healing prohibition, but even though stacking a lot of poison is just going to bring you just one vulnerability, recharging speed penalty, and as you can see, the main damage is actually coming from this guy. That's a 3-star, since he's hitting 3 times and doing massive damage. when you get a lot of stacks of poison, you actually going to do huge damage, by the way. We're going to see one tick of the poison, 8,000. If there is some more poison, I see like 20,000 hits or stacks from the heroes here. So this is just one example about how to actually go for this hero. If you put Secret, you're going to have 2 more debuffs on the boss. Of course, the recharging time of your ultimate, that most of the times the ultimate is going to be the spell that is going to apply some kind of debuffs for longer time. I mean, I don't mean for 5 seconds, something like this. And you're going to have some free time before the ultimate recharge again. But in general, just maybe this is a small suggestion with the heroes that you can easily get. Most of them are 3-star. But this is not going to bring you a lot. This is not going to bring you a lot in this fight. So yeah, this is just one suggestion. So try to find your heroes that you have 100% chance to apply some debuffs, and those heroes is going to be your main heroes. And I'll give example Carl. Carl right now, even though he don't have any level up here, but for example, bombards all enemy on the field 3 times with a 60% chance to inflict 2 stacks of burn for 10 seconds. So 3 times with 60% chance to inflict. So this is very close to always keep fire debuff on the enemy. Very important and interesting thing about Karf. Or just pick a hero that is hitting multiple times, and each of these times have like 50%, 75%, 60% chance to apply the buff, and you're going to have close to permanent this buff on the boss. So, and this is very important. So I hope this somehow help you with building your team about the Sammaster, since this dragon is very hard. If you don't actually level up, build up some heroes to perform great in this fight. And again, just find your heroes that is doing massive damage. Sometimes it can be 3-star, sometimes can be epic one, can be legendary one. One thing I saw, most of the legendary are going to perform very good in this fight, except this one. Stegamorphin is not doing any big damage, but he have one spell. Each time he hit the enemy, there is 25% chance to inflict one debuff, but it's only for 5 seconds, and 5 seconds is not doing big work here. But he have this aura that's increasing attack by 30% in all battles, including this one, since you're going to struggle with the commanders, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, this one not available for this battle, not available for this battle. So you have to be very picky with the heroes you actually going to use in the fight with Sammaster, and having the heroes with leveled up spells, and those heroes are doing decent damage on the boss, is going to make you hit that 8 million damage. And yeah, you can get some suggestion about the heroes that is doing decent amount of damage, for example in the Discord or any other place, but this is the main tactic and the main way how to build your lineup when you fight with a Sammaster, with this dragon in general. If you don't have Elmaster, oh Sammaster, Elmaster, if you don't have Elmister Almar, that is going to give you this 50% extra damage, there is no other chance to be just clever with your team composition fighting with this dragon. If you want to check my full review over Elmaster Almar, I'm going to put one link here, so go and check it out. Enjoy, comment, like, subscribe, and of course see you there.